Welcome to AI in 10. I'm Chuck Goetschel, and every day I break down the biggest AI story in just 10 minutes. What it is, why it matters, and how you can actually use it. Picture this. You wake up on a Thursday morning and check your phone. Someone posted that Jack Dorsey just fired 40% of his company and blamed it on AI. Welcome to February 26, 2026, the day AI job fears went from internet chatter to pink slips in your inbox. Here's what actually happened this week. Jack Dorsey runs a company called Block. You probably know it better as the little white square reader at your coffee shop. On Thursday, he sent a letter to shareholders, not your typical corporate fluff piece. He announced he's cutting 40% of his workforce. That's nearly 5,000 people. His reason? Quote, intelligence tools have changed what it means to build and run a company, unquote. But this story starts earlier in the week. A finance writer named Citrini published an essay on February 22nd. The title was basically Digital Doomsday. He predicted a human intelligence displacement spiral. That's fancy talk for AI taking your job faster than you can say unemployment benefits. The essay went viral, not cute cat viral, stock market panic viral. Then an AI executive named Matt Schumer piled on. He wrote his own essay comparing this moment to February 2020. You remember February 2020, right? That magical time when we all thought the biggest problem was finding toilet paper. His post got 85 million views. That's more eyeballs than the Super Bowl. The stock market freaked out. On Monday, February 24th, the Dow Jones dropped over 800 points. Then Dorsey made his move. While everyone was arguing about whether AI would take jobs, he just took them. Thousands of engineering roles gone, management positions eliminated, operations staff cut, all replaced by what he calls intelligence tools. Here's the kicker. Block's stock jumped 14% the next day. Wall Street loved it. Investors saw dollar signs where employees used to sit. It's like watching your neighbor fire their gardener and then celebrating how much money they'll save. Now, let's talk about what this actually means for you, not in some distant future where robots serve your coffee, right now, in your actual life. If you work in an office, this should grab your attention. Dorsey didn't just cut factory workers or retail staff, he eliminated knowledge workers. The people who used to think their college degrees were layoff insurance. Let's say you're an accountant. You spend your days reviewing spreadsheets, catching errors, preparing reports. AI can already do that, faster than you, cheaper than your salary, and it never calls in sick or asks for vacation time. Your boss is probably wondering why they need you when software can audit those numbers at 2 in the morning. Maybe you're in marketing, you create campaigns, write copy, analyze customer data. Guess what AI does really well? Creating campaigns, writing copy, and analyzing customer data. That promotion you've been hoping for might go to an algorithm instead. Or you're in project management. You coordinate teams, track deadlines, manage resources. AI project management tools can already do most of that. They don't forget meetings or lose track of deliverables. They're basically you, but without the coffee addiction and weekend plans. Here's what really keeps me up at night. This isn't just about individual jobs disappearing. It's about entire layers of companies vanishing. Middle management used to be where information flowed up and decisions flowed down, but AI doesn't need that human telephone game. It can analyze data and make recommendations directly. The math is brutal. If Dorsey can cut 40% of his workforce and still run his company, every other CEO is asking the same question. Why am I paying all these salaries? But here's where it gets personal. Your mortgage doesn't care if AI took your job. Your kid's college fund doesn't pause because robots are more efficient. Your car payment doesn't get a philosophical exemption because we're living through a technological revolution. The good news? You're not powerless here. You don't have to wait for this wave to hit you. You can get on top of it. Start by making AI your coworker, not your replacement. Here's exactly what you can do today. Open ChatGPT or Claude. Both have free versions. Pick one task you do regularly at work, something that takes you an hour or two every week. Maybe it's writing reports, analyzing data, or creating presentations. Ask the AI to help you with that task. Don't try to replace yourself. Try to make yourself faster. If you normally spend 2 hours writing a monthly report, see if AI can help you do it in 30 minutes. That's not cheating. That's evolving. Learn to speak AI. I'm not talking about coding or technical jargon. I mean learning how to ask AI the right questions. It's like learning to use Google, but more conversational. Instead of keywords, you give it context and ask for specific help. Here's a real example. Instead of saying, help me with marketing, try this. I run a small accounting firm. I need to write an email to existing clients about our new tax preparation service. The email should feel personal but professional. I want to highlight that we're now faster and more accurate than before. See the difference? Specific context gets specific help. Take 30 minutes every day to practice this, not 30 minutes of watching YouTube videos about AI. 30 minutes of actually using it for your real work. Make it as routine as checking your email. Next, document what you learn. Keep a simple note on your phone. Write down which AI tools help with which tasks. Track how much time you save. When your boss starts asking about efficiency, you'll have answers instead of excuses. Here's the part most people miss. Don't hide that you're using AI. Promote it. When you finish a project faster or with better results, mention that you used AI tools to enhance your work. Position yourself as the person who knows how to leverage these new capabilities. Start a side project using AI, something small and manageable. Maybe use AI to help create content for a blog or use it to analyze trends in your industry. Build a portfolio of AI-enhanced work. When the job market shifts, you'll have proof that you can thrive in this new world. Network with other people who are embracing AI. Join online communities. Share what you're learning. The people who survive big changes are usually the ones who help each other adapt. Most importantly, stay curious instead of scared. I know that's easier said than done when you're reading headlines about massive layoffs. But fear makes you freeze. Curiosity makes you move forward. Think about every major technology shift. When personal computers arrived, some people learned to use them and thrived. Others insisted typewriters were just fine and got left behind. When the internet exploded, some people built online businesses and expanded their opportunities. Others waited for it to go away and watched their industries disappear. AI is the same pattern, just faster. The people who learn to work with it will create opportunities. The people who ignore it will become casualties. Remember, you don't need to become a programmer or data scientist. You just need to become someone who can leverage AI to do your existing job better. That's not a technical skill, that's a mindset shift. Here's something else to consider. While AI can automate many tasks, it still needs human judgment. It needs someone to ask the right questions, interpret the results, and make decisions based on context it doesn't understand. Focus on developing those uniquely human skills: emotional intelligence, creative problem solving, building relationships. Understanding nuance and reading between the lines, these are your superpowers in an AI world, but combine those human strengths with AI capabilities. Don't compete with the machines. Partner with them. Use AI to handle the repetitive stuff so you can focus on the strategic thinking that only humans can do well. The block layoffs aren't the end of this story. They're the beginning. Other companies are watching, other CEOs are calculating, other boards are asking why they need so many employees when AI can do the work. You can wait for that conversation to happen to you, or you can get ahead of it. Position yourself as someone who already knows how to work with AI effectively. Be the person they want to keep, not the one they're trying to replace. Jack Dorsey didn't fire 5,000 people because he's cruel. He did it because AI made them redundant. That's the new reality. The question isn't whether this trend will continue. The question is whether you'll be ready when it reaches your desk. The companies that embrace AI efficiently will thrive. The workers who learn to leverage it will too. Everyone else becomes a footnote in someone else's success story. That's today's AI in 10. If you want to go deeper and learn AI with a community of people just like you, join us at aihammock.com. I'll see you tomorrow, my friends.